So, do you like Adam Sandler movies? Probably not, for the most part. Adam Sandler is widely known as the guy who makes movies with his friends on Netflix so he can go on vacation with his family. Most people see him as a goof who makes bad comedies. But not all of his movies he stars in are bad. For example, today's film, a film that, apart from the film committee, really isn't talked about much in the public eye, especially when talking about Adam Sandler movies, and that film is Punch Drunk Love. A film that is so bizarre and emotional that I want to talk about it. Plus, it's the film's 16th anniversary of its official US release date as the time of recording this video, and perfect timing. So, why do I love this movie? No pun intended. Before we get into that, what is this movie about? This film is about Barry Egan, played by Adam Sandler, an unstable and socially awkward novelty supply who gets verbally abused by his sisters regularly and hasn't gone much far in life due to his lack of self-confidence. He slowly starts to get into a relationship with Lena, a British woman played by Emily Watson, after one of his sisters introduces her to him. Things start to go weird in Barry's life as he's being threatened by a phone sex line caller ran by the late Philip Seymour Hoffman and trying to be with Lena when life is giving him a hard time. That's all I'm going to say. What makes this film great, first off, is the editing. This film has a lot of abrupt edits in it, which usually signals that it's an unprofessional film, but the film uses them perfectly in the right scenes. It makes the scenes not only more personal, but more intense. You feel as though you are in the room with these characters, and makes for an interesting viewing experience.
Okay, sorry.
Another aspect that makes this film great is the cinematography and the set design. The film balances these colorful locations with the sadness and drama of the script. The film looks beautiful and still looks great 16 years later. I would love to see this film on 4K to see all these colors pop out and the crisp cinematography. From the grocery store to Hawaii, the film looks great thanks to the cinematographer, set designers, and the director. Speaking of, another thing that brings this film together and gives it its unique vision is the director, Paul Thomas Anderson. I still haven't seen his other movies like Boogie Nights and Magnolia, or There Will Be Blood or Phantom Thread. I do plan on checking them out at some point. But with this film, he brings such an emotional, personal approach to this story and these characters, and how he sets up shots and frames of film throughout was really refreshing to see, and always interesting to watch throughout the whole film. The soundtrack also is great, with a lot of calm, intense, and sad pieces that fit the tone of the film with each different scene. The acting also is great, from great actors like the late Philip Seymour Hoffman giving an angry and intense performance.
Hey, shut up! Will you shut up? Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
To Emily Watson as the likable love interest, to even Barry's right-hand man, who isn't even in the film that much. He still gives a good performance. But what really makes this movie as good as it is Adam Sandler is the lead, Barry Egan. He gives one of my favorite performances in the movie, balancing between a jokey Adam Sandler that we're used to a romantic and calm character when he's with Lena, and a broken, unstable man trying to find his way out of a situation, and captures these sides really well.
Your name was Georgia. You said our conversation was confidential, and I trusted you. And then you called me. You asked me for money. Am I right? Am I right? Get your supervisor on the phone. Or whoever owns that place. I want him on the phone. Do you hear me?
Okay, can you hang on a second, please?
No more phone crap. I'm not getting around with you.
His character is so mysterious and the film as a whole is mysterious. By the end, you feel like you've been with Barry Egan and his journey rather than sitting through an hour-and-a-half movie, which is really nice to see. It's a short but effective film that captures a moment in the character's life. Its atmosphere feels nice but cold at the same time, filled with comedy yet emotion, filled with romantic yet sweet scenes to action thriller scenes. There are scenes that will warm your heart and some that will have you on the edge of your seat. Dialogue that you'll remember whether it's Barry and Lena talking at dinner to Barry being threatened by Philip Seymour Hoffman. It's really a work of art. It's more of an experience than a film, in my opinion, that is filled with a lot of meanings and metaphors and questions that I'm not qualified to explain. It's a film that will stick with you long after the credits roll. Filled with great cinematography, soundtrack, direction, and overall, it's a great viewing experience and my favorite Adam Sandler film. I highly recommend it. Go see it, it's amazing. I hope you liked the video, and please like, comment, and subscribe for more content. And comment down below what did you think of this film if you've seen it, and would you like me to cover more underrated movies? If you have any suggestions, please comment down below. I'm Comic Book Movie Fan Productions, signing out.